victory.
Can you please talk me through the race today?
It was a hard race as expected, but I had not my greatest swim, but I was feeling very good on the bike, and I even tried to break away at one point, but it didn't work. And I was thinking, okay, keep some energy for the run part. I was not very confident with my running, but I start through the beginning with my pace, my own pace, and the strategy works today.
Were you aware of the pressure behind you from the FA Gomez and
I didn't feel it like a pressure because I was the outsider, so I was feeling happy to be in this group, with Vincent, Gomez, Christian, many guys who already had a lot of WTS podium or wins, so yeah, it was.
at what point did you start to believe you could win today?
At, at the at the last turning point, I was feeling pretty good, and I knew I had a good finish, and so I was thinking, okay, at the top of the hill, you give everything you had, because I like going down, but actually I didn't think too much, and I start since the bottom, but it worked anyway.
And what were your expectations coming into the race today? What do you feel you're capable of achieving?
Uh, it's funny, but I think it's the first time since I'm racing World Series that I didn't had any expectation because I was feeling so disappointed since the beginning of the season, and I was like, I don't care anymore, and I will try to be more race like that.
Do you
Something.
think that carefree attitude may have helped you today? Maybe relieving that pressure from yourself?
Yeah, I think my my worst default is like putting too much pressure on myself, and I can't handle it. So I think maybe it's a good way to do it.
And where does this performance rank in your career? Is this one of your best performances, would you say?
Is it so far?
It's the first.
Yeah. The first victory, and
How's that feel?
it's feeling crazy.
Did you feel you've almost opened the ceiling? Now you can maybe build on this now that you've got that first victory under your belt?
Uh, yeah, I have the first victory. It's really nice feeling, but I will just keep doing what I do with my training group, who had a very good race, were unbelievable also today. So, yeah.
And how was your Bermuda experience? Did you race last year as well here?
Yeah, I had a seventh place, so actually it's a pretty good place for me. Pretty good race.
First of all, can you talk me through the race today? How it felt for you?
It was a very tough race. Conditions were really tough, very hot, very humid. I didn't have my best swim ever, but I managed to get in the first pack, which was the important thing. And then on the bike, yeah, we everyone was quite kind of nervous because of the hill. We wanted to have a good position, and but I managed to save a bit of energy for the run. And then the run, yeah, I felt a bit heavy and tired because of the heat, but I guess everyone was feeling kind of the same. And I had a bit left on the last lap, and I tried. I went for the win, but it wasn't enough. But I'm really happy with my second place.
Did you feel at one point the win could be yours? At one point you pulled away, looked like you were looking pretty strong. Did you feel at that stage that you had it in you to win the race?
Yeah, when I made my move in the last lap, I didn't look back. I said now it's time to give everything and see what happens. I wasn't sure what was happening behind me, but then Dorian passed me and Gustav passed me and Dorian, and then Dorian went and the last 100 meters I had extra left to beat Gustav. So yeah, no, it was the best I could do today.
It's obviously a thrilling finish between you and Gustav. You obviously had a little bit of energy left to get you across the line in second.
Yeah, well, when I think about it, I don't think I have much left. But you see the finish line so close, and you're so close to the guy in second. You just close your eyes, don't breathe, and sprint. And this time it worked out. At times it doesn't.
And this is your first race for some time, I believe, in WTS. When was your last race at this level?
Oh, it was 2017, the grand final. Last year I was more focused on long distance, so yeah, it was quite complicated to come back this level of racing. So I'm really pleased with the result.
And how tricky is it to transition from the Ironman distance back to the sprint WTS distance?
Yeah, it's not easy at all. To be honest, I was training really long miles last year, and I was doubting if I had the speed. But on training, I was feeling good. At times where there on the pool, in the pool, on the track, I was running as fast as 5, 6, 7 years ago. So I knew the fitness was there, and I wanted to prove it on the race.
And what were your expectations before the race? Did you feel that the podium was in your grasp?
Well, you always aim for the best for the podium, but it's always difficult.
Thanks for your time, man. It was fun today.
Yeah, it's a good place for me. So of course I always want to win, but I mean third is the best thing I ever done in the World Triathlon Series. So I'm very happy.
And before the race, what were your expectations coming in?
I expected a podium for myself because I've been in quite good shape lately and even better than last year. So I thought I could run myself in the podium, and of course I did now. So I think I have a very realistic expectation of myself.
And what was your race strategy today? Did you go to plan?
We have discussed in going a breakaway, and I also think for more for myself to try to run hard and use a bit less energy on the bike. So yeah, that was my plan, to try to come almost first off the bike and be kind of fresh, even though you're not really fresh after 120 racing.
And during the run, I saw you broke a few times.
Yeah, yeah.
What you thought could be your day?
Yeah, I kind of faked myself better than I was because I was feeling very tired. So, but I mean, Luis fell off, Christian fell off, so it could have helped that I ran a little bit hard sometimes. So yeah, I think it was a good strategy for myself.
And you had a nice tussle with Javier towards the end.
Whew, yeah.
Did you talk me through that finish?
Yeah, I thought I had him. Or firstly, I thought he was beating me because he was running super fast up the short hill here. But then I gained momentum down the hill, and then I thought I had him in the last like meters because the finish shoot is so short. So I thought if I'm before him in there, I'm gonna beat him. But in the last meter, he just surprised me and caught up.
And obviously, he's a legend of the sport. Did you
Yeah,
expect
yeah,
him to
yeah.
be so competitive his first race back after switching from the Ironman?
Yeah, he was racing a World Cup earlier this year, and he didn't do too well there. So I actually expect him to do worse. But yeah, he's a legend, so you can never like write him off. He's so strong.
And you mentioned your best performances with two third places. They
Yeah,
both Bermuda.
yeah. So it's a mystical island for me. It's good.
Hopefully, you come back again, maybe.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Brilliant. Well, thanks for your time, Gustav. We appreciate it, mate.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your stay.